Hello YouTube, Damo_23 here, and welcome back to another episode of Glory Hunter. In today's episode, we have got Norway in the semi-final of the Euros, and of course, if we win the final, which will be Spain, because they've already played, or then the third place playoffs against Belgium. With that being said as well, we also have to recap how Norway have got here, because it's been an incredible one. I've also told my mate Paulie that Norway are here, and he's just confirmed in his save in 2024, Norway won the World Cup. So there you go. With that being said, or in the 2024-2026 World Cup, apologies. With that being said as well, without further ado, let's go in and see how Norway have got here, because that's the main what we need to do. It'll be Belgium 2-1. As you can see, lining up 4-4-2. So they're going to line up very deep and direct and play probably a different brand of football here. With that being said, as well, 4-4-2 again. 2-0 against Wales. 4-4-2 again against the Czechs, because I've already scouted this. And, of course, 2-1 here against Slovakia as well. Apparently, we're not going to be able to see that. So, we know what to expect, for sure. And they obviously beat the Czechs yet again, playing 4-4-2. With that being said, as well, in the semi-final, Spain won 1-0. Please note that the finals in 3 days, you can't rotate or rest or do recovery for your players, which is ludicrous. So I am planning on rotating here against Haaland and Norway, but could be quite dangerous that. And I'm not 100% sold on that. I think I'm going to start a couple of key players, but I've got the fully rotated squad loaded in. With that being said, though, as well, we should be winning, considering the two nations and their run-in, but they've had a pretty easy run-in themselves. In terms of maybe the stats, because people are wondering what's been going on, you look at player overview and you're looking at top goal scorer, is this guy Elias, who's been fantastic for him. They're Norway, most assists, my boy Tisney with Kat Kerr in there as well. We're going to talk about the team here, and I think we're going to make some changes here considering the team, and not that team, French team. I want to rotate because I feel like we need to, but I also feel like we need to go full strength in some areas. So I think Camavinga is going to start and kind of will miss out and then see what happens in the final. Tisney has the most assists, but I can't start him. I think as well, in saying that, though, I think this is the sort of game where Mbappe plays up front on the last man and just get him to do what he needs to do. Just cause havoc. Going to move Guru back to an inverted winger, and I don't think this is a game where we really want to give Mbappe a room to get in. Haaland. So I'm actually thinking going Kunde and Mendy just to sit there and just you sit there and do nothing. Same way I think Kingsley Coman could start, but I think we will start in Asuma Dembele. But the rest of the team's a bit rotated. Thuram, Katka, Kanate, Fofana, Kunde. I've been rotating with him. Ferland Mendy, of course, as well. But Manny getting goals. So mostly rotated, but Mbappe starts, Camavinga starts in there too. And the reason why for that is that, look, Mbappe will cause his own issues for them up front. And then as soon as he's, if he scores a goal, whatever, get him off because I want him fit for the final. But I think to rest all these guys in the Euro semi would be just ludicrous, I feel, especially with the form Haaland's in. I kind of want to go there and just be like, you man mark and you tackle always and you make it hard and you show him onto his right foot, even though he's like fantastic on either foot because, yeah, he's Haaland. I'm pretty sure he's left-footed, right? Yeah, there we go. So, yeah. Without further ado, let's get into this game here. It's a rotated side here for the final, for the semi-final, but I am going to more than likely take Mbappe and go off if I can at some point. I want them to go out there and relax. Just go and do what you need to do. Let's go and see how Norway are lining up. We pretty know that they're going to play 4-4-2 specifically, and they are. I will say it's a pretty good side. Elias Hoffman isn't starting, so their keeper is not starting. Well, not their keeper, the guy who scored the most goals. Martin Odegaard's not starting. Interesting. And my boy Irowoto, who scored for them the last game out's not starting. But Sivert's there. Andreas is there. Augustine's there as well. Sorloth's pretty good at what he does. So there we are. I am, however, going to make a very, 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 very big call. I'm going to actually change what we do against a 4-4-2. I don't want to be left on the break. So do that. That's fine there as well. And if anything, Mazzala on support for Kat Kurt. I want them to go, you know what, just use guys flow around and do what you need to do. Just do what you need to do. That's all that matters. Mbappe up top by himself, that's fine. I want to be in a position where we hit them on the break, maybe a touch. I still want to go out there and keep the ball because I expect them to be good. It's Haaland, for goodness sake, and away we go. But I don't want to give them or Haaland space, is what I'm trying to say. I could almost say let's drop the line so Haaland can't run at us, but then that creates the issue of Haaland then getting on the end of crosses, so I don't want to do that either. Anyway, Mendy on the ball, looks for Mbappe over the top. Mbappe with a big moment here, goes and misses. That would have been nice. 0-0 inside 3 minutes. What I kind of am hoping here is that we just feed everything to Mbappe. Mbappe scores an early brace, we get him off. At any point that we go to, if we go 2-0 up at any point, that's when Mbappe's coming straight off, if we ever do. As you can see here, Norway actually dominated the ball, which is odd. Anyway, Suma Dembele, another one that I would take off if we go a couple goals up. Whips one in there. Fofana, we lead 1-0 in the Euro semi. Wesley Fofana, one of the rotated centre-backs. We are 1-0 up. Here we go. It's a good ball in there and a great header. Thank you very much. 20 minutes played. Yeah. We've been good. It's always good to have the lead. I'm kind of thinking, yeah, if I score a second goal, Mbappe, Dembele and Camavinga are all off, I think. And if you're saying that, I think Mbappe's off at half-time no matter what anyway, because he's already pretty tired. Would love one more right now, game. Not one there, dressing room. Delighted with the performance. Alright, this is a big call, but I think we need him for the final and we need to rest him. So, do that, I think. That's a big call. Same with Camavinga. Got to get Kone on too. That's a big call. We're not out the woods yet. It's 1-0, but for me, it's going, well, we've got the lead. They've only had one shot. We're dominating. Just go out there and just keep playing the same way. Thing is, Haaland could pop up at any time. 63 minutes played as well. Nkuku's going to come in on the other side, I think, as well, who could play in the final. Dembele could play in the final too, so there we are. We've dominated here. Are we going to get there? We've done well. We've rotated. We've got a good amount of players, minutes out there that wouldn't play in the final, but you never know. They've now gone ultra attacking. A goal for us right now wins it. We go short. Maxime Katkert chips one out there. That is a weird one from us. If they hit us on the break, we deserve that, because that is stupid from us there. Nkuku wins it back mercifully. Funk's on looking for Arnold. Doesn't win it. Patrick Berg. This would be completely against the run of play here, but there we go. They beat one. Here we go. Where's Haaland? Just don't let it be Haaland. Well done, Kone. Arnold needs to win that. Nkuku can go on the break now. Falls the Kone. Arnold's in here for 2-0 and to send us into the final. Come on, boys. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. We're going to defensive, we're slowing down the tempo, and we're going to time waste, and we're going to take that off as well. And out of position, in transition, we're going to hold it down, we're going to slow it down, and out of position, we're going to give Haaland no chance to get him behind, please. That's 2-0 on the break, beautiful. Come on, boys. We're into the final, and we got rotation, which is huge. We got rotation, which is huge. Alright, here we are. Into the final. Let's go. We got Spain in the final. In the end, a very convincing performance. And you will say we're very lucky to play Norway in a semi. We've absolutely blitzed them. We played very well at the back. Everyone looked very self-assured. The midfield played sensationally. And Arnold came off the bench and scored. To be fair, I'm almost tempted to play Mbappe on the left, like I did against the Netherlands in the final. Apparently, one of our guys is going on loan, so there you go. We play Spain in the final, as you can see there as well. France on course. Civet obviously didn't have the best of the game. I'll do that one in a second. I just want to see, if I pick my best 11, you can see a couple of them not 100% fit. Mbappe, Dembele, Camavinga, but probably fit enough that they probably will be able to start. In saying that though, I'm always tempted to do that and to give Arnold, who scored in the last one of the game, and then using Nkuku off the bench and give Mbappe a chance, because if you have a look, if they play Jose Maria, he's very similar to Dumpster Dad. Not the best in positioning and tackling and defending, but a very good one at going up and down. I think if you get at him, then there we are. Or Pedro Porro is the same. One of the best attacking fullbacks on the game. Hands down. 13 tackling, 12 positioning in the defensive sense. like Dubs Dad, you get at him, there's your way to win the game. So I'm thinking that for now. We're going to see what that looks like though in a few days' time. It all depends on fitness because I don't like booking in. Substitutions when you only got 3 for sure. 5, yeah, I'll book in maybe a couple that can only play 60 or whatever. But we're into the final. I see these guys for Spain. We are potentially 90 or 120 minutes away, or a penalty shootout, from completing the Euros. European Cup final. Spain in Spain at the Metropolitano in Madrid. I am up against the whole nation of Spain, you would feel, for this final. Pep Guardiola, of course, in charge. A job that I think he would actually leave Man City for in real life is this one here. So we're up against the best manager in the world, against the best team in the world, more than likely. I actually think that the rankings are, world rankings, are having England first, and we're second, and they're third, I'm pretty sure. Probably the best way to view this is probably here. They're 4th, actually. So, yeah, Brazil's in between all of that as well. Apparently, we're now top, according to what is going on at the minute. So, there you go, by 2 points. With that being said, though, we are going full strength. Mbappe, not 100%. Dembele, not 100%. And Camavinga, not 100%. Everybody else, though, 100%. Which makes you think that, look, Spain are probably going to be a little bit more worse for wear because they didn't rotate as heavily for the semi-final as we did. So that is a very good position to be in. Now let's have a look at Spain's run all the way to the final. They topped their group, drawing the Denmark, beating the Ukraine and the Netherlands in the group, who we obviously beat to get here. They then had Greece, who we obviously played in our group. They spanked them 4-0, Austria 1-0, and Belgium 1-0. If anything, they've only conceded 1 goal all tournaments. It's going to be hard to break them down. Let's go see what we can do. For your final, and with a chance to win European glory, it is Manigan, Kalou, Upamecano, Kimpembe and Hernandez, Tushamendi, Camavinga and Tisney, who has the most assists in the competition. Dembele, Mbappe will start, and Calamundo is there as well. They are lining up with Pedro Porro on the right, and that is going to be my area of attack. Is going to be Mbappe versus Pedro Porro. Alright, let's go out there, see what we can do. Let's see who else they caught up into their squad. It's Spain, for goodness sake. They are fantastic. I do think if we were to lose today's final, we're still going to keep our job here as French boss. Hopefully we do, because this is a team that I think could win the World Cup as well. So even if we didn't win the Euros, we'd win this with the world. Hopefully try and win the World Cup, and then leave myself another chance to win the Euros. As you can see here, that's a very good side. They've got Abdul Hernandez playing up top. Ruiz, playing up top. Ayazabal out there on the other side as well. Notable absentees, though. Pedri, Gavi, Brian Gill, Jeremy Pino. Apparently they didn't start Ferran Torres. That's interesting. So they've actually rotated a fair bit. Like Rojas started last time out. He's not there. Garcia's not starting. He's elite. Laporte's not starting either. So look, if you look at Jorge Coutinho, he's not bad. And Pau Torres, he's fantastic. They're not 100%. Like Nico starts, that's fine. But you would imagine Pedri, Gavi, all those boys probably would start normally. And the AI, being what the AI does, they just go as full strength as they can and rotate whatever game it is, no matter if it's the final. So I actually think we're favourites here. It's a very different side than what beat us in the semi-final of the European Invitational. So, without further ado, here we go. Suma Dembele loses out. Tisney wins that one back and goes back to Kalou. For us, it's going to be breaking down the best defence in the Euros this year. And that's a ball. That's Arnoud, and we're 1-0 up. Well, 3 minutes in, the best defence in the whole of Euros only conceded 1 goal, is 1-0 down, and we are currently, as it stands, European champions, which would be huge. We are onside here, it looked onside. 1-0. Camavinga, great ball to Ousmane Dembele, and Arnoud Calamundo in the 9, bottom of the bar and in. And well done by Cully. I'm very happy with that. And I know if it's quite funny to say, it's a typical Michael Owen comment, but if we keep a clean sheet today, boys, we are European champions. Ball gets cleared on here as far as Jose Marja. Ousmane Dembele wins that back, and we're on the break here. We do have speed on the break. Obviously, we have Cully, who's pretty quick, and Mbappe down the other flank if we get the switch. As you can see, this is the reason why we have Mbappe here. Look at Pedro Porro's positioning, because he's so advanced and so high. Look at Mbappe. Please work here. It doesn't, unfortunately. But that's the reason. Why, it's the same thing we did against Dumfries. If you want more in depth into why in these bigger games I target these bigger name fullbacks, because they're so aggressive and it allows Mbappe so much space. Abel Ruiz picked up by Theo Hernandez. Mbappe could have gone his bite, decides against it. Now he just holds up, and that's fine. Mbappe's in here though. Ignored. Tisney though. Theo Hernandez, what a run. Need options in the box. Cuts it. Ali or Arnoud. It's 2-0. We've scored 2 goals in 20. We are flying here in the final. Arnoud Calamundo or Calamundiendo. He scored. Tisney, what a ball. He is superb. He's going to win me the Europa League by himself, man. I'm going to miss him when I leave him here at Newcastle for a couple of years. Because more than likely my next job, unless I somehow get PSG, Bayern, or Real Madrid or Barca, it's going to be very hard for me to pick him up. Anyway, Kimpembe, Camavinga, good touch, great ball, Mbappe, inside, just didn't find Arnoud there. We are buzzing at the minute. Oyarzabal, picked up by Camavinga, it's Kalou, it's Dale Upamecano, and it's back a line there to Mike Manigan. Kimpembe, Tisney, Tushamendi, Theo Hernandez drives. Mbappe could get inside his man. He does. It's Mbappe. He's in the area. He hits the post. It was offside. It was nearly free. It's a great start for us in the final. We are everywhere at the minute. Mbappe cleared away. Tisney getting very forward, which I don't mind. Asensio now picks it up in some half space. And, well, here he goes. Theo Hernandez not tracking enough. We're not tracking enough in general. Asensio, Oyarzabal, Mike Manigan makes a good enough save. Should have been 2-1. That's a really big chance there for Spain. Camavinga not 100%, looking a bit dead. Same with Asuma Dembele. They both obviously did start the last game out. But I'm hoping to get here to half-time. Asuma Dembele is having a very good game. Finds Kalou. Dembele peeling wide. Kalou ignores. Could play him now and does. Inside is Camavinga. Instead looks for Tisney. Doesn't find there. Pedro Porro has left Mbappe with some space. Theo Hernandez now gets in the area. Has a good left peg. Instead, what a ball. And that is 3-0. And that is probably all she wrote in the final. Theo Hernandez, the vision, the presence, the absolute stupendousness of it. It was world class. I miss him so much. But Theo winds the clock back to my AC Milan days. And it is 3-0. I thought he was going to shoot. I thought he was going to go cross keeper. Instead, Asuma Dembele with the tap in at the back stick. And, well, Spain, as good as you guys are, you ain't going to come back against this. It is 3-0. You're not Liverpool. And here we go. If anything, I am going to make the change. Dembele's having a stormer, but I am going to bring in Cuckoo like for like. Same way Camavinga's going to come off. And I'm actually going to bring in Mano Kone as well. Double change there. Mbappe, you're just going to stick out there for now. And away we go. Time's going to tick here. We're 3-0 up. Spain haven't had their big players playing. Pedri's dead. This is where we targeted that we could win this competition. Is where we will rotate and keep people fitter. The AI won't, and it's cost them in the final. Because if Spain were at full strength, this would be a lot closer than this. Kimpembe had to win and does. Tisney turned out brilliantly. Tushamendi, Nkuku. Could have been a great ball if Pau Torres didn't read it. Nkuku, though, wins that back. Arnoud with a chance for 4. In the end, it was blocked by the centre-back, they reckon. There you are. This is superb. Superb. Mbappe, ball in. Cleared away only as far as Mbappe, who's had a pretty quiet final in terms of goals and assists, but is carving them alive on this flank as he runs it out of play. On the 7.8 without a goal or an assist, it's pretty superb. Time is going to tick away here in the final. Unless Spain finds something from nowhere, they are Gonski. With that being said, in the 75th minute, we are going to make our last change in a second. Kalou finds Upamecano, Kimpembe, Upamecano, Kalou. Inside to Kone, Nkuku, Tushamendi. Good knocking it around. Good from us. Fortunately, doesn't find that last ball. Abdul Ruiz now. Kone wins it back. He's so superb. He'd probably be one of our starting centre mids at the World Cup next time. Anyway, we win it back again. It's a ball over the top. Arnoud's had a final and a half. Arnoud round the keeper. Oh, well done in the end, to be fair to the keeper. He got down to feet. did Unai Simon, who's having a 6.1. Look, this game's over. It's done. It's dusted. I'm loving it. It's fantastic. I am going to go and do this. I think what I am going to do is Kingsley Coman. It's your last major competition. Kylian Mbappe. Get a standing ovation, mate, because you're Kylian Mbappe. And I'll tell you what, just move these two around the other way. Kingsley Coman will be the last time I pick him. Got to go and enjoy the final. If they somehow score 3 goals in 10 minutes, I'll be taking Mbappe off. But this final's done and dusted. Tisney's going to stay out there, though, because this is match fitness for him for pre-season. You put in the 90 minutes, mate. Ferran Torres now. A goal for him makes things different. I kind of don't want to change the system because we've dominated so much. Pedri, though, for chance to give him a lifeline. And, well, Spain, with their really lack of big chances, have missed them all. Look at our XG, 3.52. We have slapped them. Coman loses out. Unai Simon. Pale Torres. Nico. Unai Simon. They've moved it around. Jose Maria. Theo Hernandez should have won it. Ran it into a Rosas. He goes on a run. Asensio. Pedri. Cleared by Dayot. Rosas again. Are we going to keep a clean sheet? Abdul Ruiz. No, we won't keep a clean sheet. That's a great goal. It's a good header. Good run. We'll say, though, Spain only conceded 1 goal all competition. Come to the final. We have put him to the sword. We have put him to the sword. There you go. Disallowed. Even better. Keep that clean sheet, boys. Keep that clean sheet, lads. Let's do it. Time's ticking away. 2 minutes of added time. Drink it in. Tick off the Euros, lads. We've completed Italy. We've completed England. We have a very good shot at winning the Euros. We've done the Champions League and the UCEL, the Conference League. And now we're European champions. We're the best team in the world. And in 4 years' time, I'm going to get a crack at winning the World Cup with the best team in the world. This glory hunt is going swimmingly. In saying that, though, we're yet to try and topple Barca and Madrid. We're yet to topple PSG. We're yet to topple Bayern. The 3 hardest ones is what we're yet to do. We kind of have done the easiest one so far. With that being said, look at the celebrations. It's superb. Bring it up here. And in Season 6, we make that 1. And that's in bold. Because there we go. And change that to SF of the Cab Cup. Euro winners with France. There we go. Euro winners with France. There we are. And I might just bold that last little bit as well because it was international. So there you are. That's the metric. That is the Excel spreadsheet after 6 seasons. After 6 seasons, we won the league with West Ham, won the Conference League with West Ham. We did nothing in our first year in Spain, absolutely zeros across the board. But look, we were looking to build, and then AC Milan headhunted me. And then with AC Milan, we did the Italian domestic double and defended the Italian domestic double. And we won the UCL in that 3rd season as well to do a treble. And this year, we won the FA Cup with Newcastle, manufactured a 6th place finish to make sure we're in the Europa League, and we won the Euros. I am over the moon. We can now just do this for the rest of it. So superb. And we need to do that with that one there as well. Beautiful. There we go. We have done exactly what we need to do. Bold these all up. Thank you. And as you can see with the Excel spreadsheet, where it's green, it is good. And oh boy, are we happy indeed. We actually need to make these neutral there. There we are. Because you can see where we won it and where the World Cup years are. With that being said, though, the Excel spreadsheet's been done. We have slapped Spain in the final. I'm very happy with the result and the way you guys played. Freedom of the country is apparently what I've got. I've never got that achievement. Never. Obviously, I don't do international management, so I've never won that. That's cool. Although the cream of Australian managers, always nice to see. We moved up the 1st on latest rankings. Tisney didn't have the best final, but was fantastic. Good on Norway. Taram thanks Alloy, national performance, A+. Is there a way to ask for more? I think you don't even get a contract. You just keep doing it as long as you want. I want to see like the team of the year and stuff like that if I could, please, for the competition. I wonder if we can. We're going to just sim forward another day here. So European Best Championship player for 2028 has not been announced yet. Okay. So we're going to wait for it to be announced. Surely it gets announced the next day. Alright, here we go. They get announced here. It's recruitment meeting, we won't bother. Best young player was the keeper who's at PSG. He's incredible. I know that. I'm guessing Sergio got on here. No, they didn't. Rodrigo gets on there. There's a bid. I've got Andrea in my shortlist, which is fine. Arnold won European Championship Best Player. The 26-year-old played more of a bench role and turned into being that elite striker. I'm playing up top, and look at him at Bayern Munich. He is fantastic. And, well, 6 goals in 5. Absolutely superb. He scored 12 in the Bundesliga, so there you go. Hoff won Golden Boot. Arnold tied with him with 5, but because of Elias playing less games, 2 games for 5 goals, he wins it, which is fair. Tisney won Young Player of the Competition. 7.52 average rating, and there we are. Goals of the tournament was Tusha Mendy's goal against Portugal, which we said could be one of the goals of the tournament. It was superb. Theo Hernandez's goal against the Netherlands, where he picked the ball up, dropped the shoulder, beat free and scored, was in there as well. And there's a goal in there for the Czechs there as well. Team of the year. Let's have a look there of the tournament. Unai Simon, Hernandez and Kimpembe both get in. No Mbappe. Tisney gets picked and Arnold gets picked. I like that they've actually gone very... if anything, I think you could even get Haaland in there and had coloured out wide. But there we go. Pretty good team there as well. Paul Warner got in there. Interesting. From Bayern. Nice. And there we go. France players named in the Dream Team as well. We got Newcastle players named in there, so we got all of that. So there we go. Dream Team on the bench. There's a few names in there as well. Golden Boot. I think we kind of got all the award winners then. We have Best Player, Best Young Player. We picked up the lot. There we go. What a performance. What a time. What a ranking. What a team. It is huge. The only last thing I want to add here is who is too old to be here next year. Ferland Mendy, physically okay. Alfonso Areola, I'm going to remove him from the front squad because he's too old now for the World Cup next year. I'm thinking about 4 years down the track. Mannigan probably plays. Kimpembe probably getting a touch old. Kingsley Coman is definitely not going to be here next time. So I'm going to remove him from the French squad. I'm just trying to think who will not be here in my next French squad at the minute, depending on physicals and etc. Nkuku could be a risk. Dembele's probably going to be okay, depending. Kimpembe, I'm almost tempted to say he's going to be 36 and probably not. So I might remove him from the front squad too. And straight away you're thinking, okay, you've got some people that you really need. And then you go to the national pool, and well, we've got some people that we really need to scout. We need some people that we really need to scout here as well. We need some French wonder kids coming through. And that's where we need to go to our under 23 side, and who out of these guys are fantastic. So you got Zamir, who might be okay in the future. Let's give him a scout for a month, for instance. Under 21s, and you search by potential. You got this guy who's a left back that can play centre back. He might be very good. He might be worth a scout. Is he playing for Sevilla? He is. You got S. Boy as well, inverted winger at Monaco. Played 6 games for Monaco last year. Add him to the scouting port for a month. There's obviously the guy at Manchester City as well that we know about. You know, you're having a look at this list here and you're looking, okay, not bad. Roman is a left inside, yeah, like this guy here. Pacey goal scorer. He's going to probably get a pickup. He's only worth 14 to 20 million. Jesus. On loan and OJ Nees. Mate, you're good. 16 finishing, 16 technique, 18 flair, and that physical. Yeah, I want you part of this right now. Might pick him up for line. Newcastle squad off the bench. And you're having a look at guys. You got a guy that's already 2.5 star here. There's a bit more of a defensive, bit more of a creative midfielder. Actually want to go and scout Roman from my Newcastle team. Okay, we're apparently scouting him. Beautiful. And then you're having a look through here in the under 20s. You know, there's some people in and around here that are maybe not bad. Under 19s. The 16-year-old is a left back that's come out very good regens time, and 18s. There's a couple there too. Where's the guy from Man City? Man City have got a Frenchman who's part of their squad, who I've called up before. There he is, junior. This guy. He's got some potential as well. So we need to look at him, because I think he could be someone for the future too. Someone that's got a very good left foot. Could be the Kingsley Coman replacement straight off the bat. I've already capped him twice. So I might actually just call him straight up as well. But there we are, which, you know, we're in this position where we can do that. Need a keeper. You know, I didn't see that there was a younger keeper in there. So you could do all this sort of stuff, like goalkeeper-wise. Is there a younger keeper that's coming through? Not particularly. You know, I wouldn't say there's a fantastic keeper coming through at some stage. But yeah. Oh, no, there's not a keeper. This is where we need to start thinking about that future. Where is there a keeper? Millier's fine, Ariola's okay, Bagic's okay, there's a couple 19-year-olds and 20-year-olds coming through, but nothing of note. Might call him up to the French squad because he's 23 and fairly well-rounded. I guess that's what we do, is the third choice keeper. And then you need a centre-back. Straight away when you're looking at centre-backs, or defenders, you're looking at central defenders. It's an 18-year-old that's a bit more of a left-back. Then you're looking at age and you're like, there's nothing really around. William Saliba might be worth calling up. Larocque might be worth calling up. At 27, he'd be 31. It's probably Saliba coming in his prime as well. So I'm probably picking... I know straight away, I know this is very, very early on, but I'm picking Saliba to come in. Saliba will obviously get into... Probably not starting straight away, but he probably would be pretty close. I think you'd get Fofana in, I reckon. And have Saliba on the bench. Straight away, you're thinking that's your squad. If you're thinking that's your squad, you've got a 33-year-old, but as a keeper. 28-year-old's going to be 32, 33, 31, 34, 32, 29 for Kamavinga, 24 for Tisney's great. Suma Dembele's going to be 35, so maybe Suma Dembele makes way. Mbappe's going to be 34, but still world class. And Arno's going to be 30 and in his prime, 29, 30. And then if you have a look at the bench, a lot of these guys are going to be a little bit older in their 30s. Most of them are. Mendy's probably going to be making way at some stage too. And then you've got Kone, Kapkert, Thuram, Guri, all going to be, you know, in their 30s. And Kuku's going to be 34, maybe physically declining. So hopefully there's a few more French kids that are coming through. But at the minute, that's what my World Cup squad would be in 4 years' time. Which I know is a long way to look. But I thought, good way to end the episode after winning the Euros. What would my World Cup squad look like if I was looking 4 years down the job? This is what I would do. Till next time though, guys, thank you very much. World Cup qualifying now, I obviously won't see because I'm going to pump everyone. So I'll see you guys for when it comes for French stuff, probably in 3 years, 4 years time, unless we make a European Invitational final and we'll just do it. But in terms of with Newcastle, I'll see you guys probably for the opening day to recap any signings if I make any, and then it's going to be a very big focus on just Europa League content for the next season coming out. With that being said, thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your day. Give it a like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Until next time, we're European champions. See ya and goodbye.